Hey guys, this is Chris, Tabletop Sports Delaware, and we are bringing you today's game of the 1979 NL East race. It is September 22nd, 1979, second game of a doubleheader at the Vet in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, between the Montreal Expos and the Philadelphia Phillies. Expos are 90 and 61, which puts them where? 90... 61. Pirates are 92 and 60, so they're 3 games back. Let's go through some starting lineups. We'll play some baseball. This is payoff pitch, in case you haven't noticed already. We are showcasing 3 games in this project because I can never have enough 1979. The video's kind of wonky and I don't know why, so that's weird. Oh well, you guys will be able to hear me. We're good with it. Let's see. Defensively for the Phillies. First base, Pete Rose. Second base, Manny Trio. Third base, Mike Schmidt. Shortstop, Larry Boa. Left fielder, Del Unser. Center fielder, Greg Gross. Right fielder, Bake McBride. Catcher is going to be Keith Moreland, late season call-up. And Dickie Noles is going to be the starting pitcher for the Phillies. Now you're starting the lineup for the Expos. Warren Cromartie batting first, left field. Batting second, second baseman Dave Cash. Batting third, center field, Andre Dawson. Batting fourth, first base, Rusty Staub. Batting fifth, right field, Ellis Valentine. Batting sixth, third base, Larry Parrish. Batting seventh, shortstop, Rodney Scott. Batting eighth, catcher, Duffy Dyer. Batting ninth is the starting pitcher for the Expos, David Palmer. So let's go ahead and do this. Play some baseballs, as we are known to do. And I'll stick the Vet right there. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay, it's not video driven. You're able to see the cards, you're able to hear my voice. That's really all that matters. Here we go. Dickie Noles is set. Cromartie is up. The pitch. That's going to be a... I'm not able to see that. We need to zoom out a wee little bit. I can still see stuff good. Making our adjustments. Okay, that'll do the trick right there, Pony. Alright, so here we go. Warren Cromartie. That is a 7 in play. 78. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Greg Gross gets underneath it. Out number 1. Dave Cash comes to the plate. Noles is set. The pitch. That's a 7 in play. 91 is going to be a fly ball to left field. Del Unser is there. That's out number 2. Andre Dawson, the Hawk. Dickie Noles with a pitch. 2 outs, top of the first. 5:33. Patient. And that is going to be a single for Andre Dawson. Extends the first inning just a little bit further. Brings up Rusty Staub. Here's the pitch from Noles. 871 tough, and that is going to be a 71. Hard ground ball hit to short. Boa fields it, gets it over to Rose. Out number 3. And go to the bottom of the first inning. Expos plate, no runs. Again, we've got David Palmer starting for the Expos. This game was won in real life by the Expos, 8-2. 10 hits for the Expos, 11 for the Phillies. Could not put the runs together. Rose is set. Here comes the pitch from Palmer. That's a 6-64. Patient against a righty, and that's going to be a single for Pete Rose. Lead off base hit. Manny Trio comes to the plate. Rose on first. C4. He's going to scamper. Pete Rose going for second. 51. And that is going to be a stolen base for Pete Rose. He is in there. So he is on second base now. Manny Trio comes to the plate. Here's the pitch from Palmer. That's a 7.63 tough. And that is going to be a hard ground ball hit to second base. Dave Cash, that's a 7. Boom and boom. Cash gets it to Scott at second. Fires it on over to Staub for the 4-6. No, I'm sorry. Runner's on second. Redact that. Cash is able to check Rose. Gets over to Staub for trio. 1 out. Sorry about that. Forgot the stolen base just that quick. Bake McBride. Rose on second. Damn it. 531, that is going to be in play. 31 is it's going to drop. Pop up in front of home plate. Nope, drifts foul a little bit. Dyer gets underneath it, makes the catch. Yeah, 2. So that is 2 outs. We've got Mike Schmidt coming to the plate. Palmer is set. Here comes the pitch. 794. That's going to drop. Fly ball to left field, being chased towards the foul line in the corner by Warren Cromartie. Makes a good catch on the run, and no runs scored at all in the top of the first. We are scoreless going to the second. 5, 6, 7 due up for both teams. Dickie Noles is going to face Valentine Parrish and Scott here in the top of the second inning. Alrighty, Valentine, leadoff batter. He is set. Here comes the pitch. And that is going to be pretty. Ballpark. 2 is wheelhouse. Wasted the 0-1 on the wheelhouse. What have we got? 0-6. That is a long fly ball. It is back. It is out of here. Home run, Ellis Valentine. Expos go up 1-0. Larry Parrish is at the plate now. Here we go. Wild pitch reminder. Topples. That is 750 in play. That is going to drop. Pops it up in the center of the infield. And Larry Boa is there. Makes the catch. Out number 1. Expos up 1-0. 1 out top of the second here in Philadelphia. Rodney Scott comes to the plate. Dickie Noles is set. Here's the pitch. 427 is patient, and that's going to be a walk for Rodney Scott. 1 out. He is on base. He is a monster, and he's going to try to steal second. That is cocked. 30 and 90. That was cocked. 95 on a B4, and that's going to be a stolen base for Scott. So 1 out, man on second. Duffy Dyer comes to the plate. Dickie Noles is set. Here comes the pitch. That's going to be an 885. Tough. And that's a strikeout on Dyer. Swinging at the knee cheese. 2 outs, and David Palmer comes up to the plate. Here is the pitch. 873. Tough. And that'll be a strikeout on Palmer as well. Phillies are out of the inning. However, the Expos do plate 1 in the top of the second. So we go to the bottom of the inning, and the Phillies 5, 6, 7 is coming up. And I will take that time out. That is right there. And there we go, your score going to the bottom of the second. It is 1-0 Montreal. Dave Palmer is set. A few warm-up tosses with Duffy Dyer. He will face Del Unser, Greg Gross, and Keith Moreland. Unser is set on the right side of home plate. Lefty-righty matchup. Palmer with the pitch. That is an 8. Tough. 0-4, and that'll be a strikeout of Unser. Greg Gross now comes up. 1-0 Expos. Bottom of the second in Philadelphia. 975 in play. That will drop. Hard ground ball hit the second base. Dave Cash comes up with it. Gets it over to Rusty Staub. Out number 2. Keith Moreland comes to the plate. Encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings. Oh, see. Yeah, it's going to have to be low settings, guys. It's just what it's going to have to be. So in the future, it's going to be lesser quality on a big screen. Somebody asked about it. I can't remember who it was. trying the big ones, but it's slowing it down and it's making it choppy. So it's going to have to go away. All right, back to it. Technical stuff resolved. We have 840. That's going to be tough, and that is going to be a single for Keith Moreland. He works back, fights back from low in account. Larry Boa is up, 8th in the order. Man on first, 2 out. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Expos. 874 tough, and that is going to drop fly ball to center field, and Andre Dawson is there on it quickly. Makes the catch. We go to the 3rd inning, and it is Expos 1-0. You need to stop sliding all over the place. I want you where I want you and nowhere else. Stay there. Thank you. It's actually better. All right. Dickie Noles comes out, gets his warm-ups with Keith Moreland as we go to the top of the 3rd. That's right, I need to put these guys up a little bit. There we go. Top of the 3rd here at the Vet. Expos are up top of the order. Warren Cromartie leading the inning off. Noles 8-10 tough, and Cromartie goes down swinging. That is the 3rd strikeout for Dickie Noles in this game. Dave Cash is set. Here comes the windup, the pitch. 7:56 in play, and 56 is going to drop. That's a fly ball to right field. Bate McBride is there, makes the catch. 2 outs. Andre Dawson singled his last time up. 10:07 patient, and he is going to wait for the walk. Gets on base with 2 outs. Rusty Staub grounded to 3rd to end the 1st. Here we are, 2 outs top of the 3rd. 10:68 patient, and that is going to go down to the outs. Hard ground ball hit to short. Larry Boa sizzles it over to Rose for out number 3. And Phillies get out of the 3rd. We go to the bottom of the inning. David Palmer comes out to face the Phillies. That goes there. First up will be Dickie Noles, and he will be followed in this inning by Pete Rose and Manny Trio from the top of the order. Here we go. The pitch, 7:04 tough strikeout. That is Palmer's 2nd. Pete Rose. Palmer with a pitch, 5:23. That'll be in play, and 23 is going to be a single for Rose, his 2nd in a row. 2nd of the game. 3rd base hit for the Phillies so far. Hopefully they can get a run across. Manny Trio with Rose on first. And Trio with the pitch. That is a 10:53 in play. That will drop. That is a ground ball to 3rd. 10. It is higher than both, so he is able to get the ball to 2nd base. Larry Parrish is to Dave Cash for the force on Rose. Trio will reach first on a fielder's choice. That is 2 away. Bate McBride at the plate. Phillies hoping something will happen here. 11:34 defense. 34 is a range check on the right fielder, Ellis Valentine. D91, and that is going to be an out. Valentine makes it there to make the play. Phillies leave a runner on first. We go to the top of the 4th. 1-0 Expos. Da-de-da. That can go there. Dickie Noles. Ellis Valentine made that play. Will be leading the inning off. Larry Parrish and Rodney Scott to follow. Here we go. Ellis Valentine, a 6:78 in play, will drop. Fly ball to center field. This one, Greg Gross settles underneath it. Makes the catch. Valentine, no back-to-back homers for him. Larry Parrish, 1 away, top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. That is a 7:13 in play, and that will be a single for Larry Parrish. Rodney Scott, second baseman. 213 batter against righties. He's going to swing away. We're not going to bunt twice. Wow, Duffy Dyer's coming up. Anyway, here's the pitch. 7-18 in play. 18 is going to be another single. Larry Parrish is... where did it go to? 11 single. It went into opposite field. He's batting lefty, so it went into left. Nope, he's going to hold at second. 2 men on. Duffy Dyer at the plate, 1 out. Dickie Noles. Dyer is a 164 batter against righties. Noles is looking to get a double play out of this one. Whoa, rare play. Base runners on. Oh no, we roll these. 5. Reroll 2d6. If equal to or higher than the pitcher's hold rating, a balk is called. His balk rating is... What is his balk rating? I forget. Hold rating. Duh. Hold 7. It's higher. So Parrish and Scott advance on the balk, and now the infield is going to have to come in for Duffy Dyer's at bat. Alrighty, 9. Tough. 0-8, and that's going to be a strikeout of Dyer. Just what Noles needed to maybe get out of this inning. That brings David Palmer to the plate. Runners at third and second in Parrish and Scott respectively. Expos up 1-0. Top of the fourth here in Philadelphia. The pitch from Noles, 11-63 defense. That will be an error check on Parrish at third. He's a 344, and he is able to make that play. Gets it over to Staub. Sorry, not Parrish. Third base, Schmidt. He's still a B. He's able to get that over to Rose. Out number 3, and I never call the wrong team on defense. Say that once a game, don't I? Alrighty. No runs across for the Expos. They've got a tenuous 1-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the fourth inning. And that is going to see Dave Palmer facing Mike Schmidt, Del Unser, and Greg Gross in order here in the bottom of the fourth. Alrighty. Palmer is set. The pitch to Schmidt, 7 tough, 90 will drop. That is going to be a hard ground ball hit too short. Rodney Scott fields it cleanly. The one hopper gets it over to Staub in a hurry for out number 1. Beats Schmidt there by a couple of steps. Del Unser comes up to the plate. Come back here. Don't be so excited. Palmer with a pitch. 5 in play. 0-7, and that's going to be a double for Unser, a stand-up double. Alrighty, Greg Gross at the plate. Runner on second for the Phillies. Chance to do something. They got to get him across. Palmer knows it. Pitch. 4-4, tough. 0-1 against a righty. Gross strikes out. And that's going to bring up Keith Moreland. Here we go. The pitch. 4-44 ballpark. 44 is wheelhouse. Versus righties, not much, but the 12 is enough to get a base clearing triple, and the Phillies are on the board. RBI triple for Keith Moreland. He had 2 triples against righties and 32 at bats. That's actually not too horrible with the slugging there. However, Moreland does drive in the run, and the Phillies have tied it up here in the bottom of the fourth. Larry Boa comes up to the plate, 2 outs, 1-1 ball game at the vet. Go ahead run on third. Palmer with a pitch, 12, wheelhouse, 73. That's going to drop. Fly ball to center field. This one hit well. Andre Dawson on his horse gets back there, makes the catch. Phillies tie it up here in the fourth, going to the 5th inning. Alrighty. That is there. This will go here, and I'll take that time out. 1, and that's your score, 1-1. We go to the top of the 5th. Dickie Noles is set to face the Expos. Going back to the top of the order, it'll be Warren Cromartie, Dave Cash, and Andre Dawson in this inning. All right, here we go. Noles is set. Cromartie digs in. Noles with the pitch. 663 in play. That is going to be a hard ground ball hit to short. Larry Boa is there. Fires it over to Rose. That is one away here in the top of the fifth. Dave Cash comes to the plate. And we have a 336 wheelhouse. 36, that is a single for Cash. Loops it into left field. Drops in front of Unser. Takes a couple of hops. Cash rounds first and goes back to the bag. Andre Dawson now. Cash is thinking steal. Cash is thinking steal. C4 37, and he is off. Here comes the throw from Moreland, and Cash underneath the tag. Couple of stolen bases for Montreal today. And Rose had one for Philly. Runner on second, one out. Andre Dawson to the plate. A single is going to score a run. Here comes the pitch from Noles. 598 is not going to be a single. Fly ball to right field. Left field, rather. Del Unser. Okay, fly ball to left field. Del Unser gets underneath it. Makes the catch. Yeah, give me a second. I'll untie my tongue. Rusty Staub, 2 outs. Has to be a base hit in order to score. Let's see. Just curious about something new. All right. Here comes the pitch. 10-90. Patient drops. Hard ground ball hit to second base. Manny Trio fields this one. Gets it over to Pete Rose. And Staub is grounded out to everybody in the infield but the first baseman in his first 3 at-bats. No runs across for the Expos. Game is in the books at 4.5 completed innings. Go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 1-1 here at the Vet in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, between the Expos and the Phillies. Dave Palmer comes out, pitching a good game. He's got some longevity on the mound. He may go deep into this game if the run production stays down. Due up is Dickie Noles. He will continue to pitch as well. He's coming out to bat. Dallas Green says so. Back to the top for Rose and Trio after him. Palmer with the pitch. 8-14. Tough. And that's going to be a strikeout of Noles. Palmer's 4th of the game. Pete Rose comes up to the plate. The pitch from Palmer. 6-57. Patient, and that is going to be a double for Pete Rose. He loves those patient at bats. He just sits there and he waits for his pitch, and when it comes in, he connects. He makes it happen. Runner on second, 1 out. Phillies with a chance to take the lead here for the first time in this game. Manny Trio facing David Palmer. Palmer looks over his shoulder to second to keep Rose honest. Here's the pitch. 7, tough. 95 will drop. That's a fly ball to left field. Da-dee-da. Warren Cromartie tracks underneath it. Makes the catch. Rose holds at second. And Bake McBride comes to the plate. 2 outs. Bottom of the fifth. Man in scoring position. Expos with a chance to get out of this inning. Phillies want the lead. 5:48 in play. That will drop. Ground ball hit to third. Larry Parrish, sure fielding, gets it. Fires it over to Staub. Out number 3, and the Phillies cannot capitalize. We go to the 6th, tied at 1. And we'll be right back after this message from our station. This is the Tabletop Sports Delaware Broadcasting Network. Alrighty, and don't forget, guys, if you're interested in this game or you want to find out more about it, go to sidelinestrategy.com. Maker of this game as well as Glory Days Boxing, a fantastic game made by Anthony of Bleacher Bums Gaming. Check out sidelinestrategy.com. Here we go, top of the 6th, Ellis Valentine leading off. He homered his first time up, leading off the second. The only run production for the Expos. Noles is set. The pitch, 6:79 in play. That's going to be a fly ball to center field. Greg Gross is there, settles underneath it, makes the catch. Ellis is Going long, but can't quite seem to connect like he did his first time up. Larry Parrish facing Noles. Here's the pitch, 560, patient. And that is going to be a fly ball to right field. This one is back. Bake McBride making his way towards the warning track, but makes the catch easily enough. 2 away, top of the 6th. Expos and Phillies tied at 1 here at Veterans Stadium. Rodney Scott is set. He has singled twice, stolen a base. Has not scored any runs. 763 in play. That's going to be a ground ball hit sharply to Larry Boa. He gets there, fields it, fires over to Rose. Expos are retired in order in the top of the 6th. Someone is going to break it loose. Don't know who it is. David Palmer comes out. He will face Michael Jack Schmidt from Dayton, Ohio. Del Unser and Greg Gross in order. And here we go. Palmer with the pitch to Schmidt. 898 is just going to say fly ball to left field. Warren Cromartie gets underneath it. Out number 1. Del Unser now at the plate. Palmer is set. He delivers 592. That goes straight down to hard ground ball to second base. Dave Cash down on a knee to stop the ball. Gets up, fires across his body over to Staub. Beats Unser by a couple of steps. Out number 2. Greg Gross. Here's the pitch from Palmer. That's a 3-11 in play, and that's going to be a single for Greg Gross to extend the inning. 2-out base hit here in the bottom of the 6th. Keith Moreland, who has singled and tripled in the only run, Del Unser, back in the 4th to tie it up. Palmer with the pitch. That is a 495 will drop. Fly ball to left field. Warren Cromartie smacks his mitt. Lets gravity do the rest. Out number 3. So after 6, we are tied at 1. Going to the top of the 7th. Breaking news. This just in. Studies show that women live longer than men because they're not married to women. All right, here we go. Top of the 7th inning. The opinions expressed here on the video are not necessarily those of Tabletop Sports Delaware or anybody in the chat or anyone who subscribes to the channel. Alright, Duffy Dyer is up. He is leading off against Dickie Noles, top of the 7th. A little bit of activity up in the bullpen just in case, but Noles is cruising. Only giving up 1 run. Both pitchers have only given up 1 run. Duffy Dyer, that is 847, tough. And that's going to be a strikeout of Dyer. 3rd time Dyer has fallen victim to that nasty stuff. 1 out. David Palmer is going to stay in the game. He's facing the bottom of the order. He's pitching well. Palmer's staying in the game. Nobody on base. He's going to bat. No need for the offensive production this second. That's going to be a fly ball weakly hit to left field. Running in, Del Unser gets underneath it, stops up short, and makes the catch. 2 away, we go to Warren Cromartie. Noles is set. 12:51. Ballpark 51 is going to be wheelhouse. 18, and that is a double for Cromartie. 2 outs, top of the 2nd. Dave Cash comes to the plate. The Phillies, who do they have warming up in the bullpen? They've got everybody available. The last 2 games they've pitched, Randy Lurch and Steve Carlton have gone the distance. They have everybody. They got Reed, Saucier, Ruthven, Bird, Eastwick, Christensen, McGraw. Are they going to make a move? Nicky Noles. It's not going to make much of a difference in this at bat, so we're going to go ahead and go with it. Dave Cash, Noles with the pitch. 6 in play, 46, and that is going to be a ground ball hit to third base. Cleanly fielded by Mike Schmidt over there. Ignores Cromartie charging for third. Gets it over to Rose for out number 3. And we go to the bottom of the 7th inning here at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Tied at 1. Expos are in the hunt, and Phillies are proving to be everybody's spoiler, if ever there was one, concerning the Pirates and the Expos, that is. Bottom of the 7th, David Palmer on the hill. Expos have some pitchers in the bullpen, however, not as great a supply as the Phillies. They've got Sosa, Bonson, Atkinson, and Murray, based on activity in the past few games. I've set it up so relief pitchers cannot pitch more than 5 innings in 4 games. If they are short relief, no more than 4 innings in 4 games. So I'm keeping track as I go, and when someone gets over that amount, they're out for the next game, or until they get to the next game where they've pitched less than that limit. There are exceptions. Let's see. We have Larry Boa leading off, bottom of the 7th. Palmer with a pitch. 872 tough, and that is going to be a fly ball to center field. Easy play out there by Andre Dawson. That is out number 1. Okay, brings us to Dickie Noles, and I think we're going to see a pinch hitter for Noles in this instance. He's gone 7. Don't want to risk having to go with fatigued, out of pride, missed switching the batting position. So yeah, we're going to have a pinch hitter come in for Noles. That'll go there. Who's going to come in? David Palmer. We want someone who's going to jack up a righty. Well, Lonnie Smith, but he's only got 7 at bats against a righty. Mike Anderson only 14. Greg Luzinski. Luzinski will pinch hit. So that's going to be it for Noles. Greg Luzinski. Pinch hit, and he is a 4D base running. Alrighty. 1 out. Bottom of the 7th. David Palmer is set. Greg Luzinski digs in on the left side of home plate. Here comes the pitch, 6:46. That will be patient, and that is going to be a single for Luzinski. Sits in there and waits on it. At times, the same sort of batter that Pete Rose is. Has his moments anyway. So Luzinski is on first, and that's going to bring us to Pete Rose. Runner on first, 1 out. Palmer is set. He's going to face Rose. He's got 3 hits so far in this game. 2 singles, a stolen base, and a double. Hasn't scored yet, though. 8:42. 8 is tough, and 42 is going to be ground ball hit hard to Parrish at third. 8 is going to have Parrish going to cash it second to get Luzinski. No chance to get Rose at first. So Rose stands on first base. Fielder's choice. 2 outs. Manny Trio comes to the plate. Dave Palmer is set. Here comes the pitch. Knocked over my wild pitch reminder, and I'm sure I still haven't. I've rolled a 30 a couple of times and I haven't done it. Patient, 660, and that is going to be fly ball to right field. Ellis Valentine gets underneath it. Makes out number 3. No runs scored. Tie ball game. We go to the top of the 8th. And we will need a relief pitcher for Dickie Noles. Let's see who is going to come in. Who is coming up? McBride. We looking for a left-handed pitcher, I think. So, you go there. Who are we going to go with? Kevin Saucer. I don't want to bring in... Do I want to bring in Tug at this point? Do I? Tug doesn't have to get the save, but nobody is fantastic. No, let's go with Kevin Saucer. Let's go with him. So Dickie Noles went 7. Kevin Saucer is going to come in right there. Dickie Noles has given up 1 run, and it was an earned run. It was a home run. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hits, including the home run. We have strikeout 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts and 1 walk. Not too shabby. Okay, top of the 8th. Expos are getting ready to go. Kevin Saucer comes out. He will face Andre Dawson, Rusty Staub, Ellis Valentine, the lefty-righty matchup. All 3 of these guys. No, I looked at the numbers wrong. Shoot. I looked at the numbers wrong. I'm going to redact this one. I really am. Sorry. Give me a sec. I'm going to redact this one. I totally looked at the numbers wrong. Yep, totally going to redact that one. I was looking for a righty. So you get back in the tank. We're going to bring in... I think we're going to see Raleigh Eastwick. Yeah, let's bring Raleigh Eastwick in. Alright, let's do that. Yep. It's a lefty-righty matchup. Then I looked and I was like, oh, holy crap. I wanted to get a lefty, not a righty. Don't know what I was thinking. So Raleigh Eastwick comes in. Here we go, top of the 8th. Andre Dawson, Staub and Valentine. Here's the pitch to Dawson. 7-19 in play. And that is going to be a single for Dawson to lead off. His second base hit of the game. 3rd trip to 1st. Raleigh Eastwick facing Rusty Staub. Ha-dee-da-dee-da. Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. Dawson's going to steal second with a 32 B4, and he is in there underneath the tag. Throw from Moreland into Larry Boa. Dawson is in with a stolen base. Runner on second. Rusty Staub is going to lay down the bunt. Staub is going to lay down the bunt. That is a 96 for a B. Possible error. Roll 1d6 if higher than the fielder's rating. So that is to the pitcher 2, and the fielder's rating is 3. No. So Dickie Noles. Let's see. E. Fielder makes 1 base error. Batter safe if it's equal to or less. Fielder's rating. Use the sacrifice hit result. Okay, so here we go. Staub lays down the bunt in front of the mound, charging his Eastwick. Not enough time to go to 3rd. He's going to get Staub at 1st. Gets it to trio covering, and successfully Staub gets Dawson over to 3rd base. There's now 1 out. Ellis Valentine comes to the plate. Runner on 3rd, infield in. Infield in for the Phillies. And that is going to be a 5-29-5 ballpark. 29 will be wheelhouse for Ellis Valentine. 1-28 goes. 94 does not. Fly ball to left field. This one is hit to Del Unser. Gets underneath it. Makes the catch. And Dawson is going to tag up. So let's see. Lead runners run. Dawson is a 7. Arm is a 5 for Unser. It's got to be equal to or less than both. 6, it is not. Then one rating equal to or less than the other. Roll 2d10. Refer to the chart below. 11, and he is out. Gunned down by Unser. 7-2. And that was batter number 4. Batter number 5, sorry. That was batter number 4. So that is 2 outs. Valentine is, no, that was third out. 7-2. That was it. Double play by Del Unser. So let's do this properly, folks. Sorry, I kind of herky-jerked through that. Here's the pitch from Eastwick. Valentine towers this one to left field. Underneath it, Del Unser is getting to the ball and makes the catch. And Dawson tags up Unser with a rifle shot. One hops it in the infield in the grass. Comes into Moreland, and just in time, Dawson tagged out on the outfield double play. We go to the 8th, and we are tied at 1. You'll go there. Tied at 1. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That was the top of the 8th. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Heart of the order. And Palmer is going to pitch because the heart of their order is not the greatest against righties. Dave Palmer is going to come out and start the 8th. Bake McBride, leadoff batter. Mike Schmidt and Del Unser to follow. Palmer is set. Here's the pitch to McBride. 7-34, tough, and that is going to be strike him out. He got him. Mike Schmidt, 1 out, 1-1, bottom of the 8th. 7-79, tough. That's going to be a fly ball to center field right at Andre Dawson. Gets underneath it, makes the catch. 2 away. Del Unser, who just made that wonderful throw from left field to throw out Andre Dawson. In the last half inning, Unser is set. Palmer with the pitch. 10:58 in play. That is going to be a fly ball to left field. Warren Cromartie gets underneath it and makes the catch. And 1, 2, 3 go the Phillies in the 8th. We go to the 9th inning. And we're not going anywhere fast. Alrighty. Raleigh Eastwick comes out again. Da-de-da, right there. The Expos battery this inning is going to be Larry Parrish, Rodney Scott, and Duffy Dyer. Parrish is set. The windup, the pitch from Eastwick, 5:24 ballpark. That will be wheelhouse. 21. It's a long fly ball. It is back. It is going. Gone. Home run, Larry Parrish, and the Expos takes the lead in the top of the 9th, 2-1. Rodney Scott comes to the plate. Raleigh Eastwick is going to pitch to him. That is 4-15. Patient, and Scott draws the walk. Duffy Dyer to the plate. Eastwick with the pitch. That is a 6. Tough. 88. And Dyer has that one little thing right there that says instead of a strikeout or down here, 1 in 100. That's a single. And Eastwick is done. Yeah, that's going to be it for Eastwick. I don't care what we got going on there. Okay, Eastwick comes out. Dyer is on. Palmer just might bat and go to the 9th. We're going to go now with, well, who's next? Okay, Kevin Saucer is going to come in now. Nope, Tug McGraw is going to come in now. Okay. So that's it. Eastwick goes. I don't want to do that. Whatever. 1 inning. Tug McGraw comes in. And Palmer is going to bat. Palmer is going to bunt. He is a C bunter. He's going to bunt. Alrighty, McGraw with the pitch. And that's going to be a 4, a 90, a 78. That is a successful sacrifice. That one is hit in front of home plate. Charging in, Tug McGraw gets it. No chance to wheel over to second. Fires it to Trio to get the out at first. 1-4 sack. And that's going to move everybody along. Ninth batter. Alrighty, so we have runners on second and third, 1 out. Warren Cromartie to the plate. Infield is in. However, Dave Cash can hit a double play ball, but he's a 300 batter. They're going to pitch to Cromartie. Infield in. Not a good situation for the Phillies. 765 in play. That will drop. Hard ground ball hit to shortstop Larry Boa. 8 and 8. Boa fires it to Trio. I'm sorry. No. I did that wrong. I'm going regular. Infield in. Bases not loaded. 7 or more than C below. Well, that was for that, so I've got to roll again. Okay, so it's a ground ball to Boa at short. Bases not loaded. It's an we rolled an 8. Okay. Below on a ground out result. If bases not loaded or the 2d6 total is 7 or more, it was 8, then C below. So I roll an 8. Runner on third, out at home. Batter is safe. Okay, there we go. So that's going to be Cromartie, safe on a fielder's choice. Dyer gets to third. 6-2, out at home. Batter number 1, batter number 1. Okay, so there is 2 outs. Dave Cash comes up. Tug McGraw. Top of the 9th. Here comes the pitch. That's a 10-0-3. Tough and strikes Cash out. But the Expos do lead off with that home run by Larry Parrish. And they have the lead going to the bottom of the 9th. And that's going to go there. I'll take that timeout. Expos run top of the 9th. 2. Alrighty. The Expos are going to bring in a relief pitcher. They're going to do that. So you go there. And who is Montreal going to send in? I'm thinking they're going to bring in Elias Sosa. Elias Sosa. Palmer went 8. Elias Sosa. Okay. Sosa is going to come in and try to wrap this up for Montreal. Get back on track here in the chase here in the NL East. Greg Gross is at the plate. He is going to bat against Sosa. And Sosa with the pitch. 10 is patient. 06 is going to be a walk for Gross. And seeing as he's 357 against righties, a walk is okay. Alrighty, Keith Moreland. And he's going to bat against Sosa. 1 on, 2-1 ball game. Mets over the Phillies here in the bottom of the 9th. 6-79, tough. 79, that is going to be a fly ball to center field. Andre Dawson gets underneath it. Makes the catch, 1 away. Brings us to Larry Boa. And we might see a pinch hitter for Boa. But don't look at Montreal's pile. That doesn't work. Let's see. Da-de-da. Ooh. Bud Harrelson? Bud Harrelson comes in to pinch hit for Larry Boa. Interesting. Not positional. Bud Harrelson, pinch hitter, and he's a 4D. And Elias Sosa is set. Man on first. 2-1 Expos. Bottom of the ninth, one away. Pitch to Harrelson. 9-23. 9 is tough, and that's a strikeout. Which brings us to the pitcher's spot in the rotation. So we're going to see a pinch hitter for McGraw. That is most assuredly happening. We're going to see Lonnie Smith come in and pinch hit. The youngster. So that's going to be it there. No more. 9. Lonnie Smith. Pinch hit. He is an 8C. And here we go. 2 outs. Runner on first in Greg Gross. Not going to steal. Not with 2 outs in the bottom of the ninth. They need a run, not an out. The pitch to Smith from Sosa. 6. Tough. 27. Strikes him out. That's the ball game right there. The Expos win. 2-1 is your final score. So he will go there. He will go there. That goes there. Let's do that. This will go here. Put him in the back. That goes there. Let's do us some stats, shall we? First, let's get on the screen the final line. We have the Expos had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 base hits. No errors in this game. Cleanly fielded ball game. Oh. Put your thing in there. Okay. It's not what I meant. I didn't mean that either. Hits for the Phillies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hits only for Philadelphia. So I'd say David Palmer really pitched one heck of a ball game there. But there is your final line right there. Montreal, 2 runs on 10 hits, no errors. Philadelphia, 1 run, 8 hits, no errors. Instead of the 8-2 scoring affair for Montreal that it was in real life. Let's do some stats real quick after we write this in. 2, 10, 0, 1, 8, 0. Cromartie, 1 for 5. Double K. 1 for 5 Cash K. Stolen base. 2 for 3 Dawson with a stolen base and a walk. 0 for 3 Staub, sacrifice hit. Valentine 1 of 4, run, ribby, solo, banger. 2 of 4 Parrish, run, ribby, solo, banger. 2 for 3 Rodney Scott with a stolen base and a walk. Who had that balk? That was Dickie Noles. Balk. Loss goes to Dickie Noles. No, 9th inning goes to Eastwick. 9th inning win goes to Palmer. Save to Sosa. 1 for 4 Duffy Dyer. 3 strikeouts. And 1 for 3 Dave Palmer. Sacrifice hit and a strikeout. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is correct. Eastwick, let's see, he gave up more than he should have to 3 hits, 1 homer. He gave up the earned run. He walked 1, no strikeouts. So 2 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strikeout for McGraw. Gave up no runs and gave up no hits. Win an inning. Okay, let's look at Philadelphia. 3 for 4 Pete Rose with a double, stolen base. 0 for 4 Manny Trio. 0 for 4 Bate McBride, strikeout. 0 for 4 Mike Schmidt. 1 for 4 Del Unser, run scored, double, strikeout. 1 for 3 Greg Gross, K and a walk. 2 for 4 Keith Moreland, run batted in, triple. 0 for 3 Larry Boa. Bud Harrelson 1 for 0, the strikeout. 0 for 2 Dickie Noles, struck out twice. 1 for 1 Greg Lazinski with the single, and Lonnie Smith 0 for 1 with a strikeout. So that means Sosa went. I didn't mark Sosa's beginning. He's right there. Struck out 2, walked 1. Gave up no hits, nothing else. So that's pretty good in that save. 1 inning, so that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and a walk. So that means 5 strikeouts and no walks for Palmer. No walks for Palmer. Nope. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts. Okay, that's good. Earned runs, 1. Hits, he gave up 8. No homers given. Double check 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is correct. So there you go. Your stats and your final score for this game. The Montreal Expos 2, the Philadelphia Phillies 1 here in Game 2 of the Twin Bill. We are going to go ahead and knock off here. The Expos increased to 91 and 61. 2 games behind the Pirates. A little over a week left to go. We're Saturday the 22nd. The season ends Sunday the 30th. So not much time for the Expos to make up ground. And a 4-game series coming up at Three Rivers here shortly. So guys, thank you very much. And as always, have a wonderful whatever is left when you watch this, and keep on rolling.